Hi, my name is Mr. Cody Blair, and today I'm going to be swapping this 2004 STi Steering Rack into this 2006 Forester STi. It should swap right in. For everything I've read, it should just bolt right in, so we'll see if that's true today. I've never done this before. I know what to do, but I just haven't gone through the motions. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find the center of the steering rack. I'm going to grab pliers. I'm going to turn it all the way to one end, which I've already done, and then I'm going to start counting the revolutions it takes to get to the other side. So we'll grab here, we'll start at the bottom, and then every time I turn around it'll be one revolution. So we'll go here, let me get max there, we got 1, 2, 'and I would say that's 3/4. So 2 3/4 divided by 2, which should be 2 3/4 divided by 2 inch. A second. Two 7.5 divided by 2. I'm gonna go 1 and 0.37 turns. That's gonna be a little difficult to really measure what that is. So like almost 1.5 turns to the center. So I'll go. Make sure it's maxed out. Start at the bottom. We'll go 1 with the that right there, and I'm gonna go like almost half. And I would say that's probably as much center as I can get it. We'll make up the rest on the tie rod ends when I go get it aligned. So I'm just gonna install it like that. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna get underneath the car and start to take some bolts off. We'll need a 12mm and a 14mm respectively, just to get the parts for the steering rack out. I'm going to start by taking these 4 bolts out. Millimeter on the end on the other side of this bolt. I'm going to remove these 4 bolts. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Those are all 14mm. I'm going to work on this bolt up here into the, well, actually I need to tie the steering wheel down so it doesn't move, but the bolt I'm going to be removing next is that 12 right there. You don't want the clock spring on the steering wheel to move around. So what you need to do is you need to grab the seat belt. Hold the steering wheel. Get in and around. And that's going to center the steering wheel, which I've already straightened the tires out. And that'll hold the steering wheel where it needs to be. Now I can remove that bolt that holds in that to the steering column, which is going to be right there. It's going to be a 12 millimeter. Next, I'm going to take the wheel to get to the tie rod ends. Next, I'm going to go ahead and grab these needle nose pliers, take the cotter pins out for the tie rod ends. Come on in here and see. These right here. That's sort of long, so I'm going to have to take my time and make sure that I get them out of the way. And then I'm going to need a 19 millimeter to remove these castle nuts. Came off pretty easy. You might not have as much luck as I did with that. And then to get them out, give them a quick bang. Can you hand me that hammer? Just give them a quick tap. Hopefully they'll come out. And there you go. We got one out, and then time to go the other side. Okay, next we're going to start by removing the power steering pressure lines. There's a high pressure underneath this shroud, and then there's going to be a low pressure side over here. So we're going to start by removing the high pressure one. Ooh, I might need to get a new line here. This is breaking apart a little bit. So sort of turn it, bring it to the side. Sometimes a battery will fit in there, but I'll grab some paper towel, clog it up, make sure it doesn't drain it everywhere. And then the high pressure line is right here. Oh. Alright, this is going to be a 14 millimeter here. And then there's going to be a low pressure side on this side that I need to take off. See that one right there, that crimp here. So take that off here. So to get to this low pressure hose, I had to take off my intake just to make it easier to access. This hose is giving me a little bit of trouble coming off. I'm going to warm it up and then hopefully it'll come right off. Okay, and I got these special pliers that help get hoses off. We'll see if it works or helps out. Okay, so I had to remove the pump itself, and then I can start to get it off finally. Even it's a little bit of a problem, but okay. Now I got the pump out. These two lines are loose. It should be good, ready to come out here shortly. I'm gonna wiggle it way through to help its way down. I'm hoping that the steering rack will just drop out. Looks like I'll have to remove this, or maybe I can get all the way with it. I'm gonna have to remove this sway bar here on each side to get this to swing out of the way. So I'm gonna take end links out. End links are right here. Take that bolt out, and that should be good. Okay.
All right, now it's ready to come out, I believe. All right, the last thing that has a hindrance is this bolt right here. Now I can rotate it with this bracket off.
Be able to drop it out.
And bring it to the side. These. So I'm going to be removing these lines from the steering rack itself. I'm going to let it drain and then come back to it. Yeah, I fucked this hose up pretty bad. I hope this will be worth it. Coming out. Oh, ooh, whew, almost got that in the face. Okay, we got it out my way. Yeah. Hold up. Okay, now after struggling for a while to get that thing out, I'm basically going to swap over the lines and take off the tie rod ends of the 2004 STi steering rack. Maybe that'll make it a bit easier to get it in. I've already replaced these O-rings here. So I did disconnect this ultimately. I probably should have done that from the beginning and I wouldn't have had to struggle with the top side. Yeah, after it was loosened and I got the steering rack more down, I could have easily broken these free. Depends on what condition your lines are in. But these ones, I got brand new gaskets on. I'm gonna remove these tie rod ends right now. These are old white lines, look like, but they're all jammed up. So now I'm going to throw new bushings on these. I have the white line bushings, so just throw those both on. Okay, now I got new O-rings on here. The tie rod ends are off. I'm going to start putting it in. And of course I got the bushings on. And I'll have to grab the brackets here real fast. Around here somewhere. There's one for the rounded side, and then there should be a square one for the other. Let's see if we can find that real fast. Well, I got it in, but I fucked up the center. So I have to reset that. Okay, now that I've messed up like the center on it, and I got it in, I'm not taking it out to center it. What I've done is I made a mark, so I know I need to turn it one full rotation, and then almost a half after that, just a tad bit past a half. So I'm gonna make that one, and I'm gonna make another one halfway on the other side, and yeah, we'll see if I can get this done correctly. I wish there was like notches to tell you where everything is. Alright, so my camera shut off because of the intense heat today. It's like 1:15 when I was recording. So now all I have to do is take the toe arms off of this and then put them on what I already have installed. So what I'm going to do is I'm bring them to the side, so we're bring them upright. I'm going to count the number of turns it takes to remove these. And then I'm going to put it back on the car. I already broke them loose, so it shouldn't be hard. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It starts to thread there, so I'm going to rotate it. This is going to be 1 right here. 1. Okay, I'm recording in short bursts because it's still 109 and we're at around 7 o'clock in the afternoon. So get the cotter pins once you got those down to the correct torque specs. Yeah, tighten them down. And then bend them so they can stay in place. Second one done. And I'm at a stopping point right now just because, like I said, these hoses on top. Other than that, everything's pretty much done here. I'm probably just going to wait for tomorrow to finish it up. All right, I'll see you soon. Just going to grab it here and then just sort of put it on and then jiggle it onto it. I'm not sure if I can do it while holding the camera, so I might need to put you down. Alright, now it's starting to go on, and just jiggle it the rest of the way down. There we go. It just ate up the rest of those threads. And now I'm actually not gonna put the bolt in because I want to be able to do a few tests to see if I'm correctly dead center on this. But I am gonna bleed the steering rack. I got some ATF full synthetic multi-vehicle transfer case fluid. I believe this is Dextron 4. It's fine to use anything that's above 3. 3 is compatible with with Subarus, and then 4 or 5 are compatible with anything that's lower than that. So refilling the reservoir. Hopefully, I'll get a good results here. Turn the steering wheel without turning the car on, mostly because I don't have the intake on. I'm gonna probably end up doing that next. But I'm gonna see if just turning the steering wheel does it any good.
Take the belts off. Really?
Okay. So that is decently. So it looks like I sort of messed up where this is looks like it has the tires straight, but it's obviously not straight itself. So I'm gonna have to fix that by disconnecting the steering column and putting it back up to the wheel, and then making sure that that's in. Okay, well, I'm going to install the airbox now. so it looks like I'm at the cold max. I think I'm just gonna go for a drive after I get the wheels on. All right, now all I have to do is put that bolt in right there. Can't really see it, but sort of jiggling it down as far as it'll go. I can almost just do it all by hand, but just one quick little zap. Okay, and that should be good. Now just put the tires on. Okay, looks like it's almost together. Just gotta tighten down everything, and then I'll give it a test drive. So I just got done with the test drive, and this is actually going straight down the road. As you can see, the wheel's not quite right. So I'm gonna go underneath and then disconnect the spindle and reconnect it.